Hello everyone, welcome to Rajalakshmi's Concept Clear classes. Today we will discuss about another event of light reaction, that is excitation of chlorophyll molecule. The chlorophyll molecule consists of many atoms of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. All these atoms have a nucleus at the center consisting of proton and neutron, and number of electrons revolve around the nucleus in a definite orbit. Suppose we draw the diagram of an atom, then we will see that at the center there is the nucleus consisting of protons and neutrons, and number of electrons revolve around it at specific orbit. This is called as the ground state of electron. Each electron possesses a definite amount of energy depending upon its distance from the nucleus. So this is called as the ground state or the normal state of electron. The smallest light particle, which is called as photon of light, when strikes one of the electron, then the electron acquire the energy of the photon of light called as quantum. So as the electron acquires the energy of the light, that is quantum, it jumps to the next orbit of higher energy. This is called as excitation of electron. This state of electron is very unstable, and the electron remain in this state for a fraction of a second, that is about 10 to the power minus 5 to 10 to the power minus 9 second. As the excited electron returns back to its ground state, it moves through different compounds or electron acceptor. So at each step it emits some of its acquired energy of the sun. At certain places this emitted energy is utilized in the formation of ATP or adenosine triphosphate from ADP and inorganic phosphate. So due to excitation of chlorophyll molecule or due to excitation of the electron, the ATP is synthesized from adenosine diphosphate and inorganic phosphate. That means the light energy is converted to chemical energy by this process. Next, we will move to another event occurring during light reaction, that is photolysis of water or source of oxygen. For many years it was believed that oxygen liberated during photosynthesis comes from carbon dioxide. If we write the equation, then 6 carbon dioxide and 6 water give rise to glucose and oxygen. As both carbon dioxide and water contain oxygen, it was believed that this oxygen comes from carbon dioxide and the water and carbon combinedly form the glucose. But this idea was proved wrong and clarified by a scientist, Robert Hill, in his famous experiment known as Hill reaction. Robert Hill in 1937 first suggested that the oxygen liberated during photosynthesis comes from water and not from carbon dioxide. He demonstrated that when an isolated chloroplast taken in water and exposed to sunlight in presence of some hydrogen acceptor, it evolved oxygen. And he took the hydrogen acceptor as ferricyanide, which is reduced to ferrocyanide. And he suggested that the living cells contain some catalysts which break down the water in presence of light and liberate oxygen, which is called as photolysis of water. This is the hydrogen acceptor. So in this manner, the water splits or break down into hydroxyl ion, and then the hydroxyl ion give rise to water and oxygen. The work of Robert Hill was later confirmed by other scientists by taking the isotope of oxygen. They took the water containing the isotope of oxygen, that is O18. The normal oxygen is O16, and they took the oxygen of water as the isotope of oxygen and found that the oxygen which is liberated during photosynthesis also contain the isotope of oxygen. So it can be concluded that oxygen which is liberated during photosynthesis comes from water and not from carbon dioxide. If you have any doubt regarding this video, you can ask me in the comment section. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.